When you're finished carving out your plate, you're gonna bring your plate up to me and I'm gonna do a test print for you. I'm gonna roll printing ink onto your plate and then I'm gonna print it onto a piece of paper. The kind of ink that I'm actually using for this is just regular stamp ink. This is not the same ink that you'll be using for your printing plates. This will just give you a general idea of what your print will look like once it is printed. The next step is to get the following supplies. You're gonna need your test print, a folder with paper, watercolor supplies, and a piece of carbon paper to transfer your design. You will take 2 pieces of paper out of your folder and begin to transfer your contours to the piece of paper. Make sure that you're facing the carbon paper down on top of your plain piece of white paper, and then you'll take your test print and put that over top. When you are tracing, you want to look at your design and only trace the outlines of things that you want different colors. You are not going to trace every single shape and every single thing in your design. Start by tracing the outside edge because you want to have a nice white border when you watercolor. So in my particular design, I'm just tracing the horizon line where I know I want the water to be a different color. I'm just tracing the edges of the buildings where I know I want the buildings to be a different color than the sky. I'll then later go in and add the line for the water. As you can see, I did not trace everything in my picture, but I do have the nice white border around the edges because we will not paint that part. And then I traced just the contours of things I want different colors. You will do this on 2 pieces of paper. So you're using the carbon paper and you're tracing the exact same thing on a second piece of paper. The reason why you're tracing this on 2 pieces of paper is because you're required to have 2 prints that have a watercolor background. Once I get the contours on my second piece of paper, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start watercoloring everything that is in the box, everything that's inside that square. In order to receive full credit for your watercolor backgrounds, you need to use a minimum of 4 colors, and you want to create both of your watercolor backgrounds a little bit different. Don't do the exact same colors for both your watercolors. One of my designs, I'm making it look like a nighttime sky, and I splattered a little bit of white paint on there for stars. In my second design, I'm making the sky look like it is a sunset. So when you're done, you have 2 watercolor backgrounds that look different, and next you'll be ready to print.